A lunar eclipse is one of the most mesmerizing astronomical events, captivating skywatchers with its unique display of celestial alignment. This phenomenon occurs when the Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon, blocking sunlight from reaching the Moon's surface and casting a shadow over it. Unlike solar eclipses, which involve the Moon covering the Sun, a lunar eclipse centers around Earth's shadow, darkening the Moon. The alignment needed for a lunar eclipse happens only during a full moon, when the Sun, Earth, and Moon are perfectly or nearly perfectly aligned in a straight line. The result is a display that can range from subtle dimming to a deep, dramatic red hue, depending on the type of eclipse and atmospheric conditions. The mechanics of a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse begins when the Moon enters Earth's shadow, a process that unfolds in stages. Earth's shadow has two distinct parts. The penumbra. This is the outer, lighter part of Earth's shadow where the Sun's light is only partially blocked. When the Moon passes through this region, the dimming effect is often so subtle that it is barely noticeable. The umbra. This is the darker, central part of Earth's shadow, where the Sun's light is completely obscured. As the Moon moves into the umbra, the eclipse becomes far more pronounced and dramatic. The type of lunar eclipse observed, penumbral, partial, or total, depends on how much of the Moon enters the umbra. Types of lunar eclipses. There are three main types of lunar eclipses, each offering a different visual experience. Penumbral lunar eclipse. During this event, the Moon passes through only the penumbral shadow, resulting in a subtle dimming of its surface. This type is the least dramatic and often goes unnoticed unless carefully observed. Partial lunar eclipse. In this case, a portion of the Moon enters the umbra, creating a stark contrast between the shadowed and illuminated areas. This eclipse is visually striking and easily noticeable to the naked eye. Total lunar eclipse. The most spectacular type, a total lunar eclipse, occurs when the entire Moon passes into the umbra. The Moon takes on a reddish hue, commonly called a blood moon, due to the scattering of sunlight through Earth's atmosphere. Why the Moon turns red. One of the most captivating features of a total lunar eclipse is the reddish tint the Moon takes on during totality. This phenomenon is caused by Rayleigh scattering, the same process that makes sunsets and sunrises appear red. As sunlight passes through Earth's atmosphere, shorter wavelengths of light, like blue, are scattered in all directions. Longer wavelengths, such as red, are refracted and directed onto the Moon's surface. The result is a dim, coppery glow that has fascinated observers for centuries. Frequency and visibility of lunar eclipses. Lunar eclipses occur more frequently than solar eclipses, with 2 to 4 happening every year. However, not all lunar eclipses are total, and the visibility of each eclipse depends on the observer's location. Unlike solar eclipses, which can only be seen along a narrow path, lunar eclipses are visible from anywhere on Earth where the Moon is above the horizon during the event. This makes them far more accessible to global audiences. Cultural significance of lunar eclipses. Throughout history, lunar eclipses have been steeped in myth and superstition. Ancient cultures often viewed them as omens or warnings. For example, the ancient Chinese believed that a dragon was devouring the Moon during an eclipse, while in Hindu mythology, the demon Rahu was thought to swallow the Moon. Despite these superstitions, lunar eclipses also held scientific value. Early astronomers used them to study the Moon's surface and even to calculate the Earth's size by observing the curvature of its shadow. Observing a lunar eclipse. One of the advantages of lunar eclipses is their safety for direct viewing. Unlike solar eclipses, which require protective eyewear, lunar eclipses can be observed with the naked eye or with binoculars and telescopes for a closer look. For the best viewing experience, a clear night sky and minimal light pollution are ideal. Many enthusiasts gather during these events to capture stunning photographs or simply marvel at the celestial display. Upcoming lunar eclipses. If you've never witnessed a lunar eclipse, there's always another chance on the horizon. Lunar eclipses occur fairly regularly, and with advance notice, they are easy to plan for. Upcoming events in 2025 include both partial and total lunar eclipses visible from various parts of the world. Conclusion. A lunar eclipse is more than just a celestial event. It's a reminder of the intricate dance between the Sun, Earth, and Moon. From the subtle dimming of a penumbral eclipse to the fiery red of a total eclipse, these events have captured human imagination for centuries. Whether viewed for their scientific significance or their sheer beauty, lunar eclipses continue to inspire awe and wonder in skywatchers across the globe. If you've ever experienced the magic of a lunar eclipse, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to keep an eye on the night sky for the next opportunity to witness this enchanting spectacle.